Hello everybody and welcome back to kind of the first real Shatterpoint battle report on the channel. We've done kind of a half battle before with one squad, but this is going to be the first real one. And yeah, I'm joined once again by Alex, who joined me for a couple MCP videos recently. Depending when this video goes up, that may or may not be recent or might not have happened yet. We'll find out. But he's joining me for a Shatterpoint video here as well. So he's brought the Inquisitorius led by Vader and the Grand Inquisitor, whereas I have some clones here led by Obi-Wan and Luminara. I don't really know how to justify this lore-wise because... yeah, I got nothing for you, but...
it's all about that Shatterpoint, you know, things get weird, the Force... Just blame the Force. Always
we'll blame the Force. I like that one. We have Rex and Rex, so you know that's going to be... There's something going on there. I don't know. The Force. It was 100% the Force's fault. So anyways, for my squad here, I have... My first squad is Obi-Wan leading Ahsoka and the 212th. And then my other squad is Luminara leading Rex and some clone Commandos. Over on the Inquisitorius side, who do you have here?
I've got Vader leading his own version of Rex and the 501st.
One of them is Commander Rox, and we'll find out which one.
It's Rick's. Thank you very much.
Fine. Well, you know what then? Yours is Rick's.
Yeah, that's Rick.
All right.
Commander Rick. And we have Grand Inquisitor leading two other Inquisitors, Reva and Fifth Brother?
Yep, that's
I'm good
correct.
at numbers.
Alrighty. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get deployed, and we'll see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, and we are deployed. On the right side, I have Kenobi, Ahsoka, and the 212th, facing off against Vader, the 501st, and Rick.
Excuse me, Captain Rick?
Captain Rick. You know what? I don't respect his rank of captain. You are in captain's armor, but we do not grant you the rank of captain.
This is outrageous!
It's unfair. Over on the other side here, we have Luminara, a couple of Commandos, and Rex, the real one, and he is a captain. Over on this side, we have Fifth Brother, Reva, and the Grand Inquisitor. Alex, you want to go ahead and flip up the scenario for us there?
Alrighty,
and
we've
face
got...
it towards yourself. Not that it changes at all.
Yeah, it's symmetrical.
Cool. So we're going to have the middle point turned on both of our back ends, and then, of course, the three across the middle. Alrighty, and Alex, who's your first turn?
My first turn is...
Rick!
Captain Rick!
I do not grant him the rank of captain. We've been over this. Alright, what's Rick up to?
Well, at the start of his activation, he chooses a character in this unit or another Galactic Republic character, and the chosen character may dash and gain a hunker.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it is quite good. The question is, am I doing it to get the clones up the board, or am I doing it to get Vader up the board? It's probably a good idea to get clones up the board, but that's stupid. Who wants to do something good? Vader's here.
That's true.
So Vader's going to dash himself up.
Yep.
And he's going to utilize that ingress point.
Yeah, climbing up the ladder.
Climb right up that ladder.
Hang out up here.
Give himself a hunker.
Cool.
Leading from the front.
Yes, sir. And then what about Rick himself?
Rick himself is going to attempt to lead from ever so slightly more in the front. He's going to go up to this ingress point with a move action.
I think overriding Vader's command like that is a good way to get yourself force choked.
We'll see. I don't think he's quite in just yet.
No, well, that was really freaking close. He's in, sir.
Well, just to deal with any potential rules lawyering going on, he is just going to hunker ever so slightly further up.
Yep.
To ensure that he...
So after you called out rules lawyering, I'm going to rules lawyer just a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
Although you could have just put yourself further back on the ladder. Hunker is a shove, so you have to go the full distance.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but you could just say you push yourself further up from the ladder in the first place, so that's fine. But yeah, and then you're going to score, or not score, but you're going to claim that point and your back point. I will also be claiming my back point in the name of the Republic. Alrighty, and for my side... Wow! That's amazing. Okay. We also got Captain Rex. What the heck am I doing with him? Alright, Rex is going to go ahead and use his tactical ability, Get a Move on Soldier, to go ahead and have one of these 212s. We'll do the one that's a little bit further back. Climb up this ladder here, just within one of that ingress there, as far forward as he can be. Then, for Rex himself, he's going to go ahead and he's going to take a defensive maneuvers, just to give himself a little bit of a dash and a hunker. That's going to cost 1 of my force. I go on up over here. Then he's hiding behind this tree, which is making it real awkward to get a camera in there. Then that's giving him 1 hunker token. I think we're going to see if we can do a good old climb action there. Looks like we can. So we'll go up top here, make it even more awkward to get the good camera angles here. But we have Rex facing off against Rex, and we're going to go ahead and start blasting him. So let me figure out how I'm doing this with the camera, and then we'll roll. I think it's going to be... That kind of works. I think it's 7 dice Rex throws out. Yeah, 7 dice.
And I've got 6 because I'm hunkering.
We're also going to coordinated fire a pin onto you before dice are rolled from the 212.
Unbelievable.
So that's going to be 7 dice with a pin. Okay, not bad. A couple fails in there, but 1 expertise is going to convert, I believe, to 2 hits. So we are getting a total of 5 hits and a crit.
My expertise is going to convert into 1 extra block, so I'll be blocking a total of 3.
So I'm going to get 3 on the tree. 3 for Mr. Rex is going to give me 2 shoves and 2 damage, because I definitely want to prioritize the damage here, or the shoves here rather.
So while he has a hunker, he's going to have steadfast, so only one of those shoves is going to go through.
It's a good thing we got 2.
Yeah.
We're going to send you down here. You're also pinned still.
I am.
And, we also have a hunker token of our own that I forgot to bring up here with him. We also have a couple recover actions, but there's not really anything meaningful we can do with that right now, so we're just going to leave it as it is, and that's going to be it for Mr. Rex's turn, proving he's the real Rex.
For now.
That's also going to score me 2 points, so yeah, I'm at 2. Alrighty, who's your next activation here?
My next activation is
Shatterpoint.
whoever I want.
Ooh. Alrighty, you got some choices.
Well, if you think I have choices, you really don't know me. My choice is Darth Vader.
Understandable. We're going to have Vader over here.
Yep, Vader's going to be spending a force on Vader's Fury. This allows him to do a full movement.
Coming down to Mr.
Harass
Rex's level.
Rex himself. And additionally, this will add 2 damage to his next attack. Considering he's just made it into range already without having spent an action, he's going to focus and then do an attack. He's also going to let his hatred make him powerful. This means that he's going to take 2 damage and add 3 extra dice to his attack pool. For those doing the math at home, that means his attack goes from a 7 dicer to an 11.
Yep. I'm going to have 6 dice in this because I do get to benefit from my hunker and melee because I am cheating. That's actually because of Obi-Wan, for anyone who's not familiar. That's looking like an okay roll. No crits, actually.
Good so far.
I'm getting a solid 1 there. 2 expertise is just 1 block, so I'm only blocking 4. But still not bad at all.
My 3 expertise is going to start giving me some of those crits you said I didn't have. It's going to give me 2 and an extra hit.
Cool. And then I'm going to get rid of 4 of your hits.
4? Unbelievable. That leaves me only with 4 successes.
Alrighty.
In addition to 2 straight damage that's going through.
Yep.
Rex has 9?
Yeah.
Which means I will be able to take him down.
Yeah, that checks out.
By going through my top tree, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the 2 extra damage, as well as a strain and a shove. The shove won't happen because you are
hunker.
Steadfast.
The strain can be applied.
Yes, so you are strained. You are taken down.
I can also choose to shed my hunker and dash if I would like. Is there much reason to doing that? Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to. So let's drop the hunker here, and we're going to just dash ourselves, honestly, probably just out of melee and clear up the bridge for someone else to come in.
Yep.
So we'll go over here. That will also trigger the strain, but we don't care because we're already dead.
Yep. Additionally, that triggers the ability from the Grand Inquisitor, clearly you were a poor student, because Darth Vader is also a member of the Inquisitorius and will be able to recover twice, removing that damage.
Yes, sir. That's going to give you the middle point. You're also going to get a momentum for having wounded one of my dudes.
Yep.
So that's going to put us back to 0, and then we're both going to get 1 more momentum.
I do so love momentum. at the end of this turn, I'm just going to be flipping Vader's card over to his more defensive side.
Of course. Why not? Alrighty. Well, we're going to go back to the cards. And I'm going to go ahead and flip up a Clone Commandos. Do we want them right now? I don't think they're bad. Yeah, we'll go with them. Alright, the Commandos are going to start out by doing their free dash and a hunker, or not free, they're going to pay for defensive maneuvers to do a dash and a hunker. Wish it was free.
Well, that would be great. Clones
Amazing.
definitely need that, we're sure.
So this one's going to go ahead and stand about there. Then they're going to do, that's going to give them a hunker, then they're going to do a move action. They're just going to go stand on this point over here. So we're just going to have them go, this one will go chill about here, making sure they can see Vader around this tree. And the other one will also be standing on this point. Also eyeing up Vader. Then we're gonna start doing some shooting. I know one of them is kind of invisible because of the tree, but we will attempt to move the camera without destroying the game state and have a couple of these guys start blasting away at Mr. Vader here. So first things first, we're going to coordinate a fire from the 212th that we have over on this bridge here. So Vader's going to be pinned before we start shooting.
Okay.
And then I think we're just going to start going to town. So we get 6 dice on this. I think Vader's the hit here. Yeah, that seems like a good one. So yeah, let's just go for it. That's a couple crits. I'll take it.
Ooh, I'll take this.
That's also a very good defense roll. My 2 expertise here is just going to be 1 more crit, so I think I'm just getting my 3 crits.
And my expertise is definitely ensuring that by giving me an extra block.
Yep. So we're going to have 3 crits go through here. That's not bad. That can be a good chunk of damage. And that's going to end up being, because you're already pinned, it's going to be 4 damage and a strain.
Alrighty.
As I feel like that might be good. Then the other one's going to go ahead and shoot you as well. So yeah, let's just go ahead and throw that 6 dice attack. Okay, not as good this time. We only got 2 crits this time. Literally no hits.
And my 2 expertise is going to be 2 extra blocks.
Well, we didn't have any hits for you to block. So just 2 crits, which is just going to be 3 more damage.
Alrighty.
So putting some good damage into Vader there, but yeah, that's going to be it for the Clone Commandos. They're going to score me that point over there, scoring me a total of 2 points this round, bringing it back to being 2 on my side. Alrighty, who's up next?
Next up we have Reva.
Alrighty. And what is Reva up to?
So Reva's actually secretly the support of this whole thing here. She's going to be spending a force for Call the Hunt.
Yep.
This is going to allow the 5th brother to do a dash up the board.
Yes, sir.
Then she is going to be doing a move action to walk over the snow speeder to the other side.
Yep.
And
Snow
then,
speeder is the low height one, so we can do that.
And then because I like spending force and being incredibly violent, she's going to spend another one on force jump, which is not only going to get her onto the point, but it's going to get her in punching range of a few clones. I'm not going to go the whole distance. I actually want to hang back just a little bit. And she too will be letting her hatred make her powerful. She's going to be taking 2 damage from Darth Vader's ability, and adding 3 extra die to her attack roll, making this a 10 dice melee attack into these clones.
Alrighty. Clones are going to have, looks like, 4 dice in melee, but they do have protection and steadfast. Oh, 5 dice because they're hunker.
That's pretty good.
That's not. We're going to be getting 2 expertise, which is going to give us 2 blocks.
My 3 expertise is going to give me a crit, a hit, and an extra damage.
Ouch, okay. So we'll say that's the damage that gets eaten by protection, so now it's just your tree.
And you're blocking 2?
Yes.
Which means that I'm going to be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 through.
I believe that's your full tree.
That might be the whole tree. How much health do those guys have?
6.
6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get 7. And if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that'll be the entirety if I go on the top tree, which is I think what I'll be doing. So I'll be doing enough to take them down.
Yep.
And it's going to be a shove, a shove, a shove, an exposed, and a jump. So only 2 of those shoves will work.
Yep.
But I do so love shoving them.
This one awkwardly hiding behind the tree here.
Yeah, let's get him over there. Removing the entirety of the game state.
Yep.
Let's move a little closer.
These trees
for the second shove.
look good, but they're not
We'll just shove
playable.
him into this pole.
Sure.
There we go. That's way easier.
Yep, I agree.
I do get to jump, so she's going to maneuver.
Into melee with the other one?
Yep.
Cool, cool.
And because she did wound an enemy unit, she's going to be able to recover twice.
Yep.
But I'm not going to have her do that, because it's any allied Inquisitorius can recover. So Darth Vader
Vader's
is going
healing
to
up
be
a little
recovering twice. He's going to remove the strain and 1 of his damage.
Cool, cool. Makes sense. Alrighty. And is that going to be it for Reva?
Oh, that's it. That's all. Going up the board, taking a point, and killing
Oh yeah,
a guy.
she had a solid turn there. So that's going to give you another momentum, putting you to 5 in the momentum tracker, and you're going to score 3 points, putting it to 1 on your side now. Oh boy, the Republic could use a little bit of help here with the attrition. And for my next pull, we have Luminara. Oh shoot, that also reminds me. Oh, it doesn't matter. Whenever you wound one of my dudes, I'm supposed to be able to recover, but that doesn't matter because you've only been wounding the only ones that are injured. So, anyways, it's Luminara's turn, and let's see what she can do. Alright, so Luminara is going to start out by, first of all, just paying 1 force to dash to this ladder, which is a little redundant, but pretty sure that it means she'll be able to get in melee with Vader.
Oh, for sure.
So then she's going to go ahead and do an actual move action. So just go on in and engage the Dark Lord of the Sith here in melee. She's not quite on the point yet, but the very first thing on her tree is a reposition, so I'm feeling pretty confident about getting at least 1.
Probably.
Famous last words. Destroying the game state with the camera mount here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw 7 dice at you. We're also going to coordinated fire once again for a damage this time because you're already pinned. So 7 dice with a coordinated fire.
Ooh.
That's looking okay. We got a lot of expertise in here. 3 expertise on Luminara is giving me a crit and 2 hits. I'll take it.
My expertise translated in my only 2 blocks.
Alright, so you'll get rid of those. And I'll have 3. So we're going to be able to shove you twice. Actually, we might just choose to shove you once so we can do more damage. How low is Vader?
Vader has 5 health remaining after that extra damage from the second pin.
Only 5, eh? So if we go...
Also, did you happen to have any crit fails in your roll?
I did have at least 1.
Alright, you will be reposted at the end of this.
That's fair. So we unfortunately can't take you out with just 3.
Aha!
We can leave you on 1, or we can leave you on 2, and it just changes how many times we get to shove you. We're going to elect to shove you only once and leave you on 1.
Okay.
So we're just going to shove you down here. We also do have a reposition, which technically I should do first, but surprise, surprise, we're just going to nudge forward. And he will take his pin with him. Vader has been sent down to the low ground, where he will definitely not do anything for the rest of the game.
For sure.
That's going to be it for Luminara. Solid turn, though, so she's going to flip this point. Well, we never actually flipped it. So we're going to flip that point back over to me, and she's going to score me 2 points, leaving it to 1 on my side. And, yeah, you are up, good sir.
We've got...
Oh, I didn't have the camera over there. It's fine.
We have...
Fifth brother.
Fifth brother.
That's not great for me.
Really solid position to do a bit of cracking back here. We're going to go with fifth brother.
Yep.
He's going to be moving up, and then I'm going to spend a force to have him jump.
Sure. So he's just going to go hang out with Luminara up here.
Oh, hanging out is one word for it. Another word for it is letting his hatred make him powerful.
Yep.
So, additionally...
Been working so far.
Yeah, he does just take this point because he wins ties, but that's not enough for fifth brother. You know what is enough for fifth brother? Another 10 dice attack.
Oh boy. I've got 6.
Oh jeez.
That's looking pretty violent. Not a bad block on Luminara's end, but I did forget to flip over to my defensive form last turn, so we are blocking 5, but we'll see if that's enough.
My 3 expertise is going to translate to a crit, a hit, and an extra damage.
So I'll just take 1 extra damage.
And then you're blocking 5?
Yeah.
That's a really good block.
That is a very good block roll.
So you have how much health left?
She has 6 remaining after your free damage.
And I have 3?
Yeah.
Which means I'm not going to be able to get through the damage I need to kill her.
Good to hear.
Unfortunate. It does mean that she's going to be exposed, strained, and shoved.
Rude.
As well as taking 4 damage.
4 damage. Okie dokie.
So let's get her back and out of here. We don't want you.
Let's go hang out beside Rex here.
Yep, hang out with
I'm
Rex.
gonna destroy your lightsaber blades.
My game state, and he's just going to take that point back for the Inquisitorius and live with the pain he is feeling.
Which means you're going to score a weapon 3 this turn as well, and that's going to put it to 2 on your side. And yeah, we'll see how the Republic retaliates. And the next card for the Republic is the 2/12th. Okay. Alright, well the 2/12th are going to start out by paying 1... Actually, maybe they shoot first and do other things later. Nope, they need to pay first. So they're going to pay 1 to dash. We're going to dash both of them up. So this one on top is basically just going to get out of the way because we're expecting them to need to move again anyways. This one is going to climb to hang out right about here. That's also going to give them their hunker back that they would have lost at the start of the activation here. But importantly, it means they are both now in range to fire some shots at a certain 5th brother here.
Okay.
So we're going to start doing that. They only throw... What is it, 6 dice? 6 dice. Interesting. We're actually going to shift gears a little bit here because I'm looking at their tree and I don't think they're actually going to do anything meaningful to 5th Brother. So instead I think we have a decent chance to just finish off Vader, who's on 1 health.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and throw the first shot from the further back to just for the purposes of, who knows, into Vader. This is just going to be a 6 dicer, but yeah. That's a solid roll.
And this is not a solid roll from Vader.
3 expertise here is a crit and a damage, so I think we got him.
Yeah, 3 expertise from him is 2 blocks.
Alright, so you're going to block 2 of these. I'm going to be left with 2 on the tree, which is just going to be more damage because you're already pinned and a shove. Okay. And we'll
Stop, he's already dead.
We'll send him a little further back, make him as irrelevant as humanly possible here.
I'm sure that's going to help.
And then the second one, the one that's in the front here, is going to, let's see, first of all, I'll grab a momentum for taking out Vader. I also get Luminara's. When an enemy unit becomes wounded, I can dash someone.
Speaking of doing things,
yep.
Vader gets to do a thing.
Yep.
He gets to dash and then make an attack.
So he removes his pin.
I know, it's great. It's like a recover action.
Yes, sir. And then I get to have someone dash, and that's going to be probably Kenobi at this point, or, ooh, interesting. Luminara would die if she dashes, which is unfortunate.
Aha! Death by dashing.
With our free dash, we're just going to go ahead and have Kenobi come up here and join the crew over this way.
Alright.
He's just dashing to the ladder. Then the other one gets to shoot. And I think we're just going to see if we can pop Rex. Looks like we can.
Just in, yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and take that long shot at Rex.
Alright, Rex is hunkering and behind cover now? No?
I don't think so in the cover, but you are hunkering.
Alright, so he's got 6 dice.
I will also have 6 dice. And yeah. That's not bad. 2 crits and 2 expertise. The 2 expertise is going to be a crit and a damage.
This expertise is going to be a single block.
Well, you're going to block my 1 hit, and I'm going to get 3 crits and a damage on you.
Oh, jeez.
That 3 crits is, unfortunately, only... You're already pinned, right?
Yep.
So 3 more damage, a shove, and an expose.
So 3 more damage, including the extra from being pinned already?
Yep.
So that's going to put him up to 6, and he's exposed and what?
He's still pinned.
Pinned again and exposed.
Yeah. I'm realizing no, I don't think it would have been worth the force to have the Commandos coordinate fire that, but he's now way back in the middle of nowhere. I could follow up on that shove. I don't know if there's any point, because I'm doing a move action after this anyways. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to do our move action. we're going to have this one run over to here, because clones are really good at jumping, if you didn't know. And
Just got to get a running start first.
then this one here, I'm still kind of tempted to go and hit your back point with him. Or not back point, but the side point. And I think that's what he's going to do. I think it's a little bit safer. They've got a hunker token as well, so that's nice. And he's just going to go chill over there and claim me this side point, which is going to score me 2 points. So not really taking anything back from you, but is what it is. That's actually going to end us on 0. So we're both going to grab some extra momentum, and it'll be your turn.
What do we got right now? It's...
Next up is
Vader again!
Oh boy.
The Sith Lord strikes back.
So he's going to wake up.
And I don't know about you, but he does like to wake up and choose violence.
He does. This is scary. So my little clone trooper is.
I do see a bit of a way for him to deal some to maybe win this round.
Yeah,
It's going to be a little force. It's going to be a little force dependent, but what is force if not a resource to be spent? He's going to spend 2 force instead of 1 now that he's been injured to do Vader's Fury, which is going to get him right over here onto this point and in lovely little lightsaber range.
My poor clone.
It's the poor clone.
So either you get enough shoves to take me off the point, but you just kill me, and either way you would take the struggle here.
Yeah. So I'm going to be flipping back to my more aggressive side.
Yep.
And I'm going to be letting my hatred make me powerful to add extra die to this. I will also be focusing.
Yep.
Because I haven't actually done an action. So once again, this will be an 11 die attack.
I'm gonna have 4 because of my hunker.
And I'm also adding 2 extra damage to this die pool.
Yes, you are.
And with no fails,
I have a freaking good roll, but not that good. That's 1 fail.
So my 3 expertise is going to translate to 2 crits and a hit.
Yep.
Vader is out here choosing violence today.
3 blocks. I think you get your whole tree, man.
Oh, I think so, because that's 6, 8. Yeah, that's the whole tree. So, how much damage do I need to do to these guys?
7.
7?
I think you can do that with like 3.
Yeah. The upside is I can do that and get 3 shoves off.
Yeah.
So I will be shoving you back 3 times. 1, 2, 3. If that point turns on, I'm going to be in trouble, but...
I mean, they're wounded.
They're wounded, so they won't be
They are going to spend their thing.
Their hunker?
Their hunker to let them recover. Did you put any conditions on them?
Yes, they are strained.
Well, they're not anymore, but the dash would have gotten rid of that anyways. So... We're gonna actually probably just leave him where he is, but there's no point in keeping the hunker at this point, so...
Additionally, Grand Inquisitor's ability is going to trigger, and that's going to allow Darth Vader to recover twice.
Yep.
Getting rid of the damage he took. To do that, I'm going to be gaining a momentum, flipping this point, and scoring 4.
Also importantly, Luminara is going to get the Flow of the Force, so she's going to get to recover 3 times. She's going to remove both of her conditions and 1 of the damage on her. Because she might as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hey, my healing's coming up.
Yeah.
Kind of. But that is going to end struggle 1, so we'll be right back with the next struggle. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and reveal the second struggle here, and it's going to be, we've been double-crossed, so I can either do, let's see, I can either have Vader's point, a 2/12th, and Rex's point, Rick's point, or I can have the Snowspeeder, which I don't believe anyone's contesting right now,
No.
Reva's point, and Ahsoka's point. Now I know Ahsoka's one of my only cards left, so that's a little awkward, but we can make that work. I think we will go with the second one there, so we're going to have Ahsoka's point turned on, Reva's point turned on, and the Grand Inquisitor's point will turn on. Everything else will be turned off, and yeah. And we're going to go ahead and flip the top card, and we're starting out with General Kenobi. Alrighty, what do I want him to do? Oh, before anything else, we should be rolling priority here. We get the broken one, which is going to be Ahsoka's point, so we're okay with this. We're getting that either way. Alrighty. Alright, Obi-Wan's not going to do too much here. We're going to try and conserve some of our force if we can. And also, we just don't really have the mobility to quite get over to Reva, who we really want to punch. So we're just going to move over here. We're going to engage with the fifth brother. And we're just going to start punching him and see what happens.
Alright.
So, no extra dice from hello there, unfortunately, because we don't have much force to play with, and we got to hold that for something a little more meaningful. Meaning we're just throwing 7 dice your way, and yeah, see what happens.
Alright, I've got 6.
That's not bad. Feels unfortunate, but 3 expertise is going to give me just a crit and a hit, so not great, not terrible.
My 3 expertise is only going to translate to 2 blocks.
That's all you're getting?
Yep.
So we're going to get 3 on our tree here. So that is going to give me 5 damage. A disarm, an expose, and a shove.
It's a lot of conditions, my friend.
Yeah. Disarm, expose, and shove. And we're just going to shove you straight back this way. And we will choose to follow up kind of this way to get as close over to Reva as we can. But that is going to be it for Mr. Kenobi. We are going to score 1 point, that being the priority point here, which is actually worth 2. And you're going to claim that one over there with Reva.
Alright, I'm going to be top decking
Grand Inquisitor. What
this
is he up to?
A little interesting. Because I should probably find out what the priority point is.
That might be useful.
It is
Shield, which is the middle point, which is here. I put the thing on the wrong side, didn't I?
Yeah.
Whoops.
It's all good. It's this way.
But it is the middle one either way, so it is Reva's.
So that's great. Does make this a little bit awkward. At the start of his activation, Grand Inquisitor gets the ability to make himself and another Inquisitorius character dash. So he's going to be getting...
Fifth Brother's coming on down?
No, Fifth Brother is choosing Incredible Violence, actually. He's going to be dashing downwards.
Okay.
He's going to head over this way.
Down to where he is hidden from all cameras.
He's hiding from the camera, he's hiding from your sight. Maybe you will forget about him and not punch him.
Maybe.
Also, he's going to get to dash. It feels...
Yeah, that's relevant too.
Yeah. It feels incredibly wasteful to have the Grand Inquisitor
just
hang out on a back point and just kind of be there. But he's just going to move himself
far forward as possible,
and then he's going to... Well, he's going to move himself somewhere over here, and then he's going to hunker.
Back to there.
Yeah.
Cool.
This will claim this point for the Inquisitorius.
Which means you will be going to 1 on your side of the scoreboard, and still no momentum yet to my next turn. And my second last card of the deck here is Ahsoka. Surprise, surprise, it was either that or a Shatterpoint. What is little Ahsoka up to? Well, let's see what the priority is. Priority is going to be her own point. Woohoo!
Value!
We take this. Alright, I think we gotta try and deal with Reva over there, so we're gonna see if we can do this in a single move and jump. So I don't think we will, unfortunately. But we have to try. So we're gonna move to about here. And then we're gonna go ahead and pay 1 force to jump. Which is going to get us...
I think just to the other side of
pretty much beside that commando.
Which is not going to be...
Definitely not going to be in.
Close enough.
So, we're going to move the camera over to the angle where people can actually see what's going on. Not that they'll be able to see because of a tree, but you know. We're going to spend another force then, unfortunately, to jump right into the melee, which is our last force. She's allowed to do it twice, though, because Ahsoka cheats. You're right. I am running just the team of cheaters here. I've got...
Unbelievable. The Inquisitorius is here to enforce the rules of this game.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say, cheaters never win, and right now I'm very much not winning this game, so we're going to try a 7 dicer into Reva and see what we can get.
Reva's only got 4.
Oh, shoot. I also totally forgot about Racia.
Oh.
Which would have been... If you don't mind, I'm just going to have Kenobi jump down here as well.
Oh, cool.
So that way, no matter what, I'm getting this point. But then we're going to go ahead and swing our 7 dice at you.
Alright.
And
I'm just going to block 4.
good talk. My 2 expertise here is going to give me 2 hits, so I'm going to get 1 through.
Okay.
So that's not amazing, but is what it is. And then that 1 is just going to be a shove, I think, because we have nothing to recover on the other side.
All right.
So Reva can get out of here. We didn't like her anyways. And we're going to follow up to the relative safety of being over here. And that's going to be it for Ahsoka, but she's going to flip this point for me. So that is going to score me 3 points this turn because I did have the priority point.
All right.
Bringing us to 2 on my side into the Inquisitor's final card of their deck.
And surprise, surprise, it's our most powerful and influential unit.
The 501st!
Where's that priority point, by the way? It's the one I was desperately trying to take that you just stole from Reva.
Good talk.
All right. I think we might be in a position to actually do something about that.
Really?
Maybe. If the 501st decide to actually do things with themselves. So, the first one is going to get himself a bit of a movement action.
Yep.
Which is going to get him up this ingress point. Right over there. And the second guy is going to do much the same, winding himself up right behind his buddy.
Cool, cool.
They are then going to be very confused about their life choices. They have range 5 attacks, which means that I think
both
one
hit
of them
Kenobi. I don't
just can't quite hit.
Yeah, I think you're a little out on Ahsoka.
Which is unfortunate.
I don't have the force to do Kenobi's stupid things.
Well, I've got 1 more force, and they've got 1 thing to spend it on. It's going to be a defensive maneuvers.
That's fair.
So that's going to be a dash and then a hunker. So they're both going to dash. This is a weird one, but I'm going to dash this back one over to here.
Sure.
And I'm going to dash this one here.
Sure.
This is weird. I promise I have a reason to do this. It's because I have hope. I have desperate, vain, terrible, terrible hope.
Alrighty.
They're both going to be doing some shooting.
Yep. So I'm assuming one of them's going at Ahsoka, because you made very careful to make sure they both had Ahsoka.
One of them's going to be shooting Ahsoka right now. It's the further forward one.
Cool, cool. She's going to have 5 dice.
Yes, she's going to have 5 dice. I'm going to have 7. And I'm going to have a dream. Hey, that's not bad at all.
I'm only blocking 2, probably 4, actually.
Okay, my single expertise is going to be a block, or a single hit, and
just a crit.
You're going to be pinned, buddy.
Woo!
All right, we're going to try this again. This time into Ahsoka again. Yeah, we do Ahsoka again.
Alrighty.
So 7 dice into Ahsoka.
Another 7 dice are at Ahsoka.
This time my 2 expertise is still just going to be a hit.
My 2 expertise is just going to be 2 blocks, so not nearly as good of a block, but...
I get 3 through?
Sounds like it.
That's enough for a shove! And also another pin and 2 damage.
Cool. So I'm going to take 3 damage because I've already pinned. You're going to go ahead and get that shove. She's right on the point, so thankfully that won't take her off of it for me.
Yeah, I was really hoping in the best of all worlds I could get a shove off on her and also on Kenobi and maybe even get you both off the point.
I gotcha. Alright, and are they done then?
Yeah. Oh, they did do defensive maneuvers, which means that they have hunker.
Yep.
And I get to reshuffle my deck and refresh my force.
Cool, cool.
I'll be
and
scoring
you're score 1, which leaves you on 1, but then you do get a momentum because it's the one on my side. And my last activation over here is just going to be a Shatterpoint, which we all knew was coming. So that's probably just going to be Kenobi, I think, although...
Before you make a decision on that...
We should roll Prio. It's a good call. That would be the smart thing. And it's going to be my back point, so I don't care. I have rolled the back point, you've rolled the middle point every time this struggle.
It's been working out pretty good for you.
It has been. I'll take it. So, is it Kenobi or is it somebody else? We're going to go ahead and have Mr. Rex go next with the Shatterpoint here. So he's gonna flip his wounded token over to an injured token, or is it the other way? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
He's not one of those things, and he's the other one now.
Exactly. First thing he's going to do is get a move on Soldier, and he's going to go ahead and have Luminara dash over here and gain a hunker. She's going to strip the hunker off of your guys in doing so. And then the very next thing we're going to do is, I think we're just going to... Do I start with just unloading and see what happens? Yeah, we're gonna unload into the 501st here. So we have 7 dice attack, and yeah, let's just see if we can put some good damage in on your 501st.
All right, my 501st are rocking with 5 whole defense die.
We're getting a solid attack roll. 1 expertise I think converts to 2 hits on Rex. It does, so that's gonna be just 7.
And 1 expertise is going to convert to a block on the 501st, so we'll be
4.
blocking 4.
So I'm getting 3 here. We could shove you a bunch, and for obvious reasons, I think I'd hit the back one. I didn't specify, but like that way I can actually shove things. We could shove you a bunch and get a couple recovers, or we could just do a lot of damage.
How much did you get through?
3.
3, so not quite enough to take them down.
No, unfortunately, I would have needed a full tree for that, and we don't get those here. We're going to go ahead and go the bottom route. We're going to take the shoves. So we're going to shove you twice, and we're going to follow up probably on both of those. So the first shove will just take you off of this here. Second shove will just send you all the way back to your back point there. You're going to regret that when your back point turns on, but it's fine. Then we're going to follow up on both of those. We're going to follow up once, we'll follow up again. We're going to get melee with this other one here. And we're going to get 2 recovers, which we're going to use to heal up Luminara a little bit, because she was hurting, and now she's hurting less. And that's going to be it for Mr. Rex. I'm going to score 3 points this round, bringing it over to 4 on my side.
Alrighty, we have got Darth Vader
to start things out. Oh boy.
Vader choosing violence, but I also have to choose what the priority token is. It's your back one.
Yes, which is open. But is that really what you want Vader doing?
I think I might actually be reserving Vader.
Understandable.
This is wild, but I'm choosing not necessarily violence.
And instead we have Reva.
Who...
She might be able to do something over here.
Am I going to actually use her ability for once? I think I will.
Sure.
I'm going to be so she's going to be focusing and declaring an attack into Ahsoka.
Yep.
So that's going to...
Oh, I just realized you shot Ahsoka a bunch with the 501st, and I didn't deflect any of it. Rex probably could have killed.
So we're going to be... we're going to be focusing and declaring an attack into Ahsoka.
Yep.
We're going to be spending a force on Your Fear Betrays You, which is going to remove the pin off of Ahsoka and add 2 extra die to this attack roll. She's then going to be taking 2 damage from Your Hatred Makes You Powerful to add an additional 3 die to this attack roll.
So she's going up to 12.
She's going up to 12.
Which is more than we said you were going to need at the start of this game.
I forgot that she could actually do this.
Yeah,
I
know.
apologize. Anyways, 12 dice melee attack into Ahsoka.
Somehow Reva's being a really good model today.
With 3 fails?
We're blocking 5.
My 4 expertise on Reva is going to... Is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. That's going to be a crit, a hit, and an extra damage.
So 5 blocks. I'll take that extra damage now.
Yep, and then your 5 blocks will negate all of my hits.
Oh boy, what are you left with?
I'm left with 2 crits.
Can I get you 4 damage? Can I get you 4 damage?
You can get me 3.
Yes!
Are you factoring in the 1 damage I did?
I am. She'd only
Bugger.
taken 3 before.
So I'm going to be doing 3 damage and a shove.
Alrighty. The shove will still make it your point.
Will it?
Yeah, I think so.
Is Ahsoka, or is Obi-Wan not on it?
You're an Inquisitor. Do you? Oh, she doesn't win ties.
You keep giving abilities to Reva that I don't think she has.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that is. It's cool that she got to do her thing, but really, unfortunately,
I had a really good block, and you had a not so amazing attack roll.
Are you? Well, I was really good attack roll. Let's not lie. You just had 5 blocks.
Fair. Yeah, Ahsoka's defensive expertise is pretty solid.
Yeah. So that's a little unfortunate, especially that I'm only going to be scoring 1.
Yeah, which means it's going to be 3 on my side, but hey, you will get a extra momentum out of that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and our first card of this new deck is the Shatterpoint. Oh boy.
Before you make a decision,
we should do the thing.
Who's the thing?
Prio roll is going to The middle point, which is already mine, so I don't care. Okay. Interesting. Alright, weirdly enough, we're actually going to use our Shatterpoint on the 2/12th here, partially to wake them up, and partially because after looking at the board, I don't really think there's anyone doing anything insanely meaningful here. So I'm just going to try and put a little bit of chip, hopefully a little bit of chip damage into Vader and a pin. Now, first things first, we have to deal with this one who's already engaged with a, what's it called, 501st here. So we're going to have to get out of range 2 of him, and we're just going to hunker this way to do that. And that should get us nice and out of range 2. Beautiful. This one over here will just go this way. Sure. When they hunker, that's going to give Rex, actually, his ability. Bring it on clankers, so he gets to do a recover, and we're just going to use that to pull a damage off of Luminara here.
All that hard-earned damage.
Yeah, she's slowly healing up. Then we're just going to have these two clone troopers lay into Mr. Vader. They only throw 6 dice each, but we really only need 1 to go through here to get what we actually wanted this turn.
Alright, Vader's on his offensive side, so he's only rolling 5 dice right now.
Woohoo! We're going to start with the one on the ground, shooting into Vader. And that's not great, but it's okay. 2 expertise here is a crit and a damage.
I am blocking 3.
So just the crit and the damage, which is going to end up being 2 damage and the pin that we were looking for. Then we're going to have this one up top here. Go ahead and shoot down into you. So, yeah.
Did you have a crit? Or no, I would have to spend force on riposte. Oh no, that's riposte, not deflect.
It's not melee, so.
I'm just breaking the rules. Like you, a Jedi cheater over
Wow, okay, fine. We're just going to go ahead and shoot you again with the guy at the top this time. And that's not great. Only 3, and you block it all.
Alright.
Well, that could have been much better, but also we weren't really going for much more than a couple damage and a pin, so we got what we wanted. We're then going to score our 3 points as we have been, and that's going to take us to 6 on our side of the struggle tracker.
I'm going to check what that priority point is.
That would be smart.
And it's...
my back point.
Ugh. Please give me someone like...
I think you should have Vader walk over there.
Don't want to have Vader walk over there. I don't think he even can now that
Actually, yeah, now that he's pinned, he might not be able to.
So we're going to get...
the 501st.
Everyone's favorite 501st.
Oh boy. Well, they are around.
They're honestly not in a terrible position to go take it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I could do this and do that, and I think they could get over there.
Yeah, pretty trivially, actually.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to split these pals up. They're going to be doing a move action.
Yep.
So this one is going to move himself over here.
Yes, sir.
And this one, who is not engaged in melee, is going to have himself a full distance move.
Wow.
Over to here.
Cool, cool.
Then we're going to be spending a force on defensive maneuvers. So they're going to be able to dash.
Yep. So that one's going to go and just sit on top of the snowspeeder there.
And this one's going to dash himself way over... all this.
Destroying the game state.
Destroying the game state.
Okay.
Alright. And he's just going to get himself over onto this back point, and they're going to gain hunker.
Cool, cool. Rude, but sure. So you're going to steal my back point, you're going to score 3 points.
I will.
Also, they have another action, don't they?
Yeah, they do, so we might as well... Do we shoot? I think we shoot.
So this one... That one has no shot.
Just out.
It looks like it.
Does Luminara have a deflect?
No.
Well, then I'm shooting Luminara.
That makes sense. Luminara is not a fan, but, you know, is what it is.
This is going to be 7 die from the 501st.
She's going to pick up 5.
Luminara. She's hunkered.
She has 7.
Good talk from the 501st. My expertise is 1 hit.
2 blocks, 3 expertise, which is just 2 blocks, so 4 total blocks.
So 1 goes through!
Which is just a pin.
You get pinned!
Woo!
501st pinning!
Good things. Alrighty, is that going to be it for them?
That's it for the 501st.
That is going to score you 3 points this round, bringing it down to 3 on my side and a momentum for you. Alrighty, and my next card to respond is the Clone Commandos.
Again! And what's the priority token?
Good question.
It's...
It's going to be your back point.
Ooh.
That's problematic.
And with 2 healthy models contesting it, might be a little hard for the one clone trooper that can reach it.
Well, 2 Commandos.
Oh, it's the Commandos!
Yeah,
oh,
Commandos.
I thought it was the other dudes.
Yeah.
No, they might be able to get there, but...
They might, but they're probably going to go for my back point instead. Because you have very few other things that can take it back. Alrighty, so the first thing the Commandos are going to do is make themselves even harder to see with the camera by partially going under the bridge. So we're going to pay 1 force for a defensive maneuver, so I'm not even going to bother, or 2 force, sorry, for a defensive maneuver. So I'm not even going to bother getting rid of the Sunker. Really importantly, we are going to keep one of them within range 2 of this objective, which I know you guys can't see the tools I'm putting down, but is what it is.
You just have to believe.
So he's going to be within range 2 of that objective, and this one is just going to come out here to about here. He has a dash, he has all the movement he wants to do this, and they're hunkered up. And then the next thing is they're just going to take some shots into your 501st here.
Alright.
So these are just going to be, I believe, 6 dice attacks.
My hunkered 501st is going to be rolling 6 die.
Cool, cool. So, yeah, we're out of the box.
Floor dice don't count.
That's 4 with an expertise, which is a crit.
My 3 expertise is going to be 2 blocks.
Cool, cool. So you're going to block 2. I'm going to end up getting...
Oh, yeah,
or,
you
sorry.
only had 2.
No, I had 4.
Oh, blocking all 4.
Never mind.
Ah.
Oh, boy. Okay. I got 1 then, which it's a crit. So you take 2 damage. Aha.
Alright, they got 2
remaining
health left.
Well, the other one will hopefully be able to do at least the same thing. So another 6 dice attack.
Another 6 dice defense.
Okay, we got a crit, which is at least the damage we need,
This
and
is 2
4
blocks.
hits.
So I'm blocking
Wow.
5.
Well, just the crit, which is another 2 damage. That will take them down.
That will take them down.
That is also going to give me a momentum. And then our second action, we're just going to go ahead and do a move. We're only going to walk one of them over here because we might as well leave the other one on the point. So they're going to move over there, and this other one, who still is invisible behind the tree, is going to come and be slightly more visible in front of the tree. Notably, we're going to not engage Reva here, but we're going to be in a slightly better position. We're going to flip our back point back over, scoring us 2 points this round. So not quite the 3, but we did get a momentum as well. So, yeah.
Let's see what this priority token is.
Yes, sir.
It's
your
my
back point.
Nice. I don't need to do anything. No work is required.
And who's up here?
It's going to be...
Rex.
Rex!
Alright. Well, he's kicking in there. He's pinned and exposed, but he's alive.
So he's going to... He is going to shed his own hunker, and at the start of his activation, he's going to choose himself to dash and gain a hunker.
Makes sense.
So he's going to get rid of his pin and gain a hunker.
Alright, what's he up to?
He's going to take a bit of a walk.
Yep.
Get himself over here. And does Obi-Wan have a deflect?
He does, but he has to spend a force for it. It also gives him a hunker.
Then we're shooting the
Commandos?
the Republic Commandos.
Alright,
So this is going to be a 7-die ranged attack.
They've got hunkers, so they're going to be throwing 6 with protection and steadfast.
I'm really hoping for lucky on this.
It's not bad. A couple fails, but otherwise not too bad. Oh boy, lots of fails.
My single expertise is going to translate to 2 hits.
My 2 expertise is 2 blocks, so I will have 3 total blocks.
3 total blocks will leave me with 3.
Cool, cool.
Which is going to be 2 damage, 2 shoves, and 2 recovers.
Well, that's only going to be 1 damage.
And 1 shove.
And 1 shove.
Which is not quite enough to get you off that point, but I can get you away from here. Balance. There's balance in the Force. I say as it falls over. He's then going to follow up on that.
Might as well. And I'm going to choose to keep my hunker because I'm still on the point, so there's no reason to shut it.
And he's actually going to follow up just a little bit further this way.
Doesn't want to be too... within 2 of Reva.
Yeah, so that his 2 recovers can be used to remove 2 damage from her.
That's fair. Alrighty. And is that it for Mr. Rex?
Yeah, he's keeping his exposed, but he's also keeping his hunker.
So you're going to score 2 points, putting us back to 3 on my side.
He's not keeping his hunker. He's moved into combat with Kenobi.
That is true. And before we draw a card, priority is going to the middle point, which is thankfully still mine, so that's good for me. I'll be scoring at least 3 this round, which means if I can get a wound here, I can take the struggle. And it's going to be Luminara trying to do it. Interesting. Okay. Alright, Luminara is going to go ahead and, first of all, she's going to lose her hunker. She is still pinned, which is a little unfortunate, but she'll just pay 1 force to attempt to sprint and get rid of that.
Alright.
Then, she's going to go ahead and just do a advance. She's going to run down here into the fight, where camera hates everything. But we're going to run down here. And hopefully we're able to engage Reva, but it looks like we're just out, so we're just going to have to settle for Rex instead.
Oh no, the exposed 2 health remaining guy.
Oh yeah, I'm not too worried about my Alba doing the damage now. Here, the other thing we might want to do is our Precise Strike, which would allow somebody to either dash or make a 5-dice attack. Is that worth doing? Well, it's after I make a combat action, so we can decide after seeing how the dice roll. We got 7 dice. Well, considering that's one heck of a roll there.
Listen, Rick, you're not the 501st.
I got a crit and 2 hits out of these 4 expertise, so that's going to be 6 out of 7 dice. Yeah, that's good. That is my full tree.
Oh, is it now?
So we're going to take down Rex, because he only needs, what, like 2 damage?
2 damage.
Right.
Or, no, 3.
3? We definitely take him down. We're going to have a ton of shoves. Let's do 3 shoves, a reposition, and a jump. Now, the reposition is first. We're going to tie up Reva.
Okay.
Then we're going to shove you twice. So we're just going to send you to as irrelevant of a place as possible. Oh, that's, yep, destroying the game state, it's fine. We're not going to follow up on any of those, and we're also not going to do anything with our jump because we don't really care. We did wound an enemy unit, so an allied character is going to get to dash, and then I have to decide whether I want to do a Precise Strike as well. Yeah, we are actually going to use the jump here because I measured something out that works really well. We're going to stay engaged with Reva. We're just going to move a little bit more that way. Basically as far away from Reva as we can be while still being engaged. Just to about there. Then we're going to use the thing we get for having wounded someone to dash Rex just a little bit this way, which is going to put him just barely within 5 of Mr. Vader, while being within 3 of Luminara. So then she's going to pay 1 force to use Precise Strike.
Alright.
To make Rex throw 5 dice at Vader. And all of this, first of all, while the camera's in a bad spot, and second of all, for something that's probably not going to do any damage.
We'll find out.
5 dice at Vader.
It's got 5. That's the wrong number.
Well,
what is happening?
I'll take it, because I didn't roll too hot there either.
My expertise is going to be 1 block.
My 2 expertise will be 2 hits, so it's just going to be 2 hits.
Okay.
And that's going to be... do we want to shove you twice, or do we want to put a bunch of damage on you? I feel like shoving the pinned Vader is a good idea. So we're going to go ahead and take that option. So we're going to do 2 damage and shove you twice. Shove you once there and once there to get him to as much of an irrelevant position as humanly possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, that actually was probably worth doing. And that's going to be it for Luminara. She does get me 1 momentum for having gotten a wound, and then I'm going to score 3 points, and that's going to end struggle 2.
Ooh.
So that's going to bring us into the 3rd and final struggle. Why am I flipping my force back up?
Alright.
Alrighty, what's our final struggle going to be?
The final struggle is... commandeer a new ride, and because I lost that struggle, it faces me.
So you can either have my Rex's point, nobody's point in the back, and the 2/12 point, or you can have
Rex's point,
Commando's point, Rex's point, and Inquisitor's Point.
Yeah, this is a really...
I don't think either of those are amazing for you.
None of them are great. I think it's the one that... Yeah, I think it's center... The two in the center here, and
then the 2/12 here?
Yep.
Cool. So that's going to be this way.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's going to turn on this point that this 2/12 is hanging out on. The middle point, which will probably be claimed by Rex, and the back point there, which is currently open, probably.
Yep.
All right, what's the prio roll here?
Prio roll changes what I do with my life here.
For sure.
It's...
Broken, which is going to be your back point.
Which means that I'm going to draw.
Alrighty.
It's...
Fifth brother.
Fifth
It's not
brother.
a terrible position to go for that.
No, I do think he's in a kind of good position. Him being
is
disarmed...
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah,
It's
not
disarmed and exposed, which is not good by any stretch of the imagination. But I do think that he's not in a terrible position to do stuff right now.
Yep.
I am going to spend a force.
Yep.
Force jump. And he's going to get himself back up onto this point and say hello.
Engaged with a certain Rex.
2 rocks.
Oh no, this is Rex. Yours is Rick, mine is Rex. Rex is not actually hunkered right now because I don't think I defensive maneuvered on his last turn.
No.
So he's just got 5.
Alrighty. I actually can't let my hatred make me powerful right now, because if I do, I die.
Right, he's very low.
He's very low, which means that this is only going to be a 7-die attack.
Only.
With exposed. Or not exposed, disarmed. So my expertise will do nothing.
Yeah, that'll matter.
Which means I got
It's only 2.
a crit and a hit.
I block I block the hit. You're gonna get the crit.
Yep. So his exposed is going to follow him, and the crit is going to allow him to get a shove and a single damage.
Cool.
The shove is the important part. I don't know if it gets you off the point, but I'm certainly going to try.
It does. So
Oops.
I will bump the edge there, and that looks like it gets me off the point.
Yep.
Unfortunate for Mr. Rex.
I will choose not to follow up, and I will use my actual action.
You are still engaged.
Oh.
So I think you're just taking the middle point, sir.
I could still do this, which is where I walk back to
Use
this
the ladder.
ingress point and use the ladder to get onto this point back here.
Yes, sir. That works.
So he does keep his exposed with him, but he does take the priority point.
Yes, so you will score 2. I will also claim this back point here, but that doesn't actually score for me yet. Alrighty, and before we draw a card, let's feel where the priority is, and that's going to be in the box preferably. That's going to be a shield, which is going to be, I believe, the middle point.
Yep.
Cool, we have a lot of options for that one, and we're going to flip up Mr. Rex. That works.
That's annoying.
That works
It just
very
works
well.
so hard to get him off there.
So first things first, he's going to get to dash someone, and they're going to gain a hunker. So we're actually going to dash our 2/12th man over here. We want to keep him within 2 of this point, but barely. We want to make it as hard as humanly possible for Vader to get to him. So he's going to run all the way back here within 2 of this point and gain a second hunker on the 2/12th unit. And then for Rex's own action, we're not doing anything too fancy with him, I don't think. We're going to go ahead and move for our first action. We just want to be relatively close to this point. We're going to go about here. And then who do we want to shoot? Yeah, you know what? I think we're just gonna fire on the 5th brother. So
Okay.
let's try and take down an Inquisitor here. We're gonna have 7 dice to do this with, and yeah, see what happens. Oh, and actually, nah, it's too late. I should have hunkered instead of moving, because that would have got me pretty much back where I was before, and a hunker token.
That's
is what it is.
I've got 5 with an exposed, which means I block nothing.
I got a lot of expertise, but only 1 actual hit, and that's 5 expertise in there, which is 2 crits and a hit. So that's going to be 4 total successes.
Okay.
Which
isn't your whole tree.
No. It's almost the full tree, though. How much health does he have left?
2.
Okay, so we get him no matter what we do here, because you only protection 1. So we're going to shove you once after your
Steadfast.
steadfast.
Just straight back, I assume?
A little bit towards that way.
This way? Alrighty.
And then we're also going to put a pin on you.
Okay.
And we're going to get 2 recover actions, which one will just be to heal ourselves. I think that's it.
Yeah.
We're just going to recover ourselves. Actually, nope, the 2 12th are in perfectly good health. We might as well follow up on one of those just to be about there. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, that's going to be it for Rex. He's going to claim the middle point for me, scoring me 3 points and getting a daze. That's going to give me a momentum as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to put it to 1 on my side of the track and a momentum for the Republic.
What is the new priority point?
Yes.
We have
my back point.
your back point.
With this lovely little...
I think I have to give
12.
up on taking the priority point right now.
It's fair.
I'm going to draw from the deck, and it's the Shatterpoint.
Ooh.
This feels really awkward because I really wanted the Grand Inquisitor, who's the last option in that.
Yep.
And what feels so awkward about it is I think I'm going to choose the Grand Inquisitor.
Oh, you're going to choose to redraw?
No, I can't.
Oh, you're going to choose...
Because I have a card in reserve. I don't think I'm allowed to shuffle back in.
I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just not going to question you on it, but let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I could actually make this Grand Inquisitor and not be
Either
this.
way, you still have 3 force left, so I don't think it would be too bad for your force economy.
No, but what I am going to be doing is going with the Grand Inquisitor.
Yep.
He's going to allow himself and another allied Inquisitor to dash.
Yep.
He's going to do it with himself up to here.
Yes, sir.
Actually, we'll do Reva first. Reva's going to get herself over here.
Alrighty.
And he's going to get himself over here.
So, you're going to have 2 to my 3 on that point.
Mm-hmm.
But Ahsoka is on like 1 health.
And Ahsoka's on 1 health?
Yeah.
That's why I think I'm about to do something a little stupid.
Oh wait, Ahsoka's not even on that point. Never
I
mind.
know.
Sorry.
That's why I think what I'm about to do is really stupid. Well, that point's not on. You're right. Oh my goodness.
Whoops, we forgot to flip it because it was under a model.
Much.
We also might as well just take it off the board because this is the final struggle.
That changes so much.
Do you want to take some things back?
Yeah, let's roll this back. And I think I'm still going to do what I did. But I think it makes the decision to go into Ahsoka way easier.
Sure.
So I'm going to go with Grand Inquisitor.
Yep.
Reva is going to get to
Very
dash
similar
over
to
here.
what we did before.
Yep. He is going to dash himself up to here. And then he is in combat, so when he moves, he's only going to be able to do so like this.
Yep.
But he's going to get himself up to Ahsoka.
Yes, sir.
He is going to be letting his hatred make him powerful.
Yep.
And making a 10-die attack into Ahsoka.
Ahsoka has 5 and will be totally fine.
Of course. I don't want to take any chances. She is a Jedi and must be slain.
Oh my god, I have
Galactic
forgotten about
Empire.
getting ahead of yourself Sid, every time. I'm good at this game, I swear.
Alright. Well, with 3 fails and 4 expertise, I think this might be good.
I'm getting 3 expertise on my end, which is 2 blocks and a jump.
My 4 expertise is going to be 2 crits and 2 damage.
So I'm totaling 4 blocks. So I think it's just your 2 crits. And the damage, of course, which will take me down.
Mm-hmm. So just the crits?
Yep.
Which would be 2 on the tree, which is going to be... It's going to pin her.
Sure.
But the important thing
Oh, then
is...
she's going to fail a jump and get rid of it.
Yeah. So, the important thing is that I took you down.
Yep.
Because that's going to trigger, clearly you were a poor student. This is going to allow me to refresh 2 force and allow an allied Inquisitorius character to recover. Darth Vader is going to recover 1 damage in the pin.
That makes sense. Yep. And then I'm going to get Luminara's thing, so I'm going to get a triple recover on one of my characters. Mm-hmm. That's going to be Luminara, who's going to remove 2 damage from herself and 1 from the clone Commandos. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that it for Mr. Grant?
That's it for Mr. Grant.
Alrighty. So you're going to go ahead and score 1 point, bringing us down to 0.
Mm-hmm.
And we're both going to grab up some momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so first things first, we're going to see where the prio point is. And it's going to be broken, which is your back point, which means I really should have made that Rex move earlier, but that is what it is. We're going to go ahead and flip a card. We're going to get Ahsoka.
She could get over there.
No, because she doesn't have the force to spend now that she's been wounded.
Yes.
So you know what, actually? We're going to... Ooh, does this feel good? Who's left in our deck? We have Obi-Wan, I think, and 2/12. Yeah, we're going to reserve Ahsoka.
Okay.
So Ahsoka's going to go into reserve. We're going to be allowed to peek with Luminara, but, like... I think it's the 2/12. We're okay with this. So that's pretty much exactly what we wanted. Because they're going to do a couple very specific things. So first things first, they're going to... Unfortunately, lose both of their hunkers, but that's okay. They're going to do a move action. This one is barely going to get within 5 of Vader.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, up here, is just going to move himself down here, contest that point. And that means we will be able to flip it. And of course, he's completely out of the camera there. And then we're going to go ahead and do some shooting. So this one, unfortunately, won't be able to get a line on Vader while still contesting that point.
But he could be shooting any of my downed guys to put some extra conditions on them.
Could. Alternatively, we could try to finish off someone who's relatively low, like Third Sister. Not great odds to do it, but, you know, could happen. Who is Rex still up?
I don't think she's in range.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Rex is not up.
Rex is not up. 501st aren't up. Well then. Actually, in that case, we might just move him to a better position so he will be in range of her.
That makes sense.
Because, yeah, we're going to go right there so we can make sure we hit
Get some clinks in the Third Sister.
Yep. So we'll shoot her first, because why not? It doesn't really matter.
Okay. She does have Deflect.
Yes.
I don't think this will kill, but...
No, it wouldn't kill me. I'm at full health. But it is worth acknowledging. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw... Oh, actually, we're going to hit Vader first. Sorry.
Okay.
Vader Very first. Importantly.
Vader has 5 defense die.
Yeah, because if we get the hit on Vader, we can do a lot with that, actually. So that's going to be really good, actually. 1 expertise is just a damage.
My 3 expertise is 2 blocks.
Alright. So you're going to block 2. And I'm going to get 2 on the tree, which is going to be a pin.
No!
2 damage and a shove.
I worked so hard to get rid of this.
And, of course, I have the dice over on the shots over here when I'm shooting over here. So this is good, because we're going to get to shove Vader further away. We're going to reapply that pin. Vader, stay away. We don't want you here. And then, back over on this side of the board. Now we're actually going to shoot Reva.
Okay.
And the reason why I did it in this order is if we do take out Reva, which isn't likely, but it's possible, we get the free dash, so we can keep our other one safer.
Ooh.
But honestly, I don't even know if we need it anymore now that we've applied the pin. Either way, we'll try. We're not getting the kill with that.
4 expertise for her is going to be 2 blocks, and one of your crits is going to become a hit.
Oh boy, 3 expertise for these guys is a crit and a damage, so you're going to get rid of all of my hits, including the crit, and just take a damage.
Hey!
So.
And did you get a fail?
I think I had at least 1, yeah.
So get deflected.
Alrighty, they're going to eat 2 damage for that. Ouch, but also we're taking 4 points this turn, so we're okay with this. Because 4 points is going to put us over to 4.
Yeah. And the priority point is...
Yep.
Your
that's
back
my back point with the 2/12 hanging out.
Yeah.
But we're not actually sure that Vader can do this.
I am confident in Vader's abilities of incredible violence.
Alright, so it is
we're
Vader.
gonna choose Vader from reserve.
Yep.
He is going to attempt to move and fail, thus getting rid of the pin.
Yep.
He's going to spend 2 force on Vader's Fury. This is going to allow him to move up.
I don't think that's going to do it.
Come on, Vader.
That definitely does not do it.
That doesn't, but the hunker...
Will not let you attack.
Will not let me attack.
We've done it.
He's going to flip to his other side.
Yep, go
and
for the
do
range.
a saber throw.
It could happen.
This does still have the effect of Vader's Fury.
Okay.
So it will add 2 extra damage to this.
That's actually...
I can't let my hatred make me powerful, unfortunately, because that's only as part of a melee attack.
Well, I do only have 4 dice for this because I wasn't able to do any hunkers and I didn't have the force for defensive maneuver, so...
This is just going to be 7 die. Oh.
That's not looking amazing for
No.
you. We're all expertise, which is just 2.
I'm getting 2... My 3 expertise is going to be 2 hits, which means I get a total of 3, which
And then
means
I
1
block
goes
2?
through.
All right.
which is going to be 2 damage and a shove.
You also had 2 damage on the tree?
Yeah.
Or from the expertise, which leaves me on 1 health.
So you're going to get pushed straight back, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. Let's move that clone.
And I'm going to follow up.
Which might at least get you on the point. And it does, but I am still there.
You are, in fact, still there. I just needed 1 more off of that.
That is unfortunate for Vader.
Mm-hmm. Darn.
Alrighty, and that's it for Vader's turn?
That's it for Vader's turn. I'm scoring nothing.
Which means I will gain you will gain a momentum, but I only need to score 2 points, and I already have that on the board.
Which means I think this might be game.
I think so as well. We're going to go for violence, though, and we're going to have Obi-Wan activate last, and see what we can do with him. Because our last card was Obi-Wan. We had Ahsoka in reserve, of course, but we're going to do Obi-Wan because that's more fun. Now, who's been pissing me off this game?
Vader.
Yeah, but he's way the heck over there. That's not happening.
Reva, apparently.
Reva has been annoying this game. You know what? Yeah, let's kill Reva.
Alright.
She's been deceptively good this game, and that's not like her. So let's try
her back
and
in her place.
You know what? This tree can go. This tree doesn't need to be here. It hasn't been relevant all game. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're going to pay a force, our final force, to jump because we can.
Yep.
And then we're gonna stab Reva with focus and 11 dice.
11 dice.
Killing an Inquisitor doesn't potentially steal you all of my points, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Um,
It's the secret Inquisitor ability, guys. Don't tell him.
Alright,
If you kill us, we come back stronger.
We're gonna go ahead and throw 11 dice your way. We didn't even roll priority here, but I don't think it matters.
I'm blocking 1.
Ooh, what a way to end it. That's gonna be 2 expertise, which is a crit hit. So you block 1,
Yep.
and I get my full tree. So we're gonna dummy her.
Can you do 4 damage? I know it might be difficult.
It might be, but I think we got it. Not only are we gonna dummy her, we're gonna put expose, disarm, nothing actually matters, and jump away to go hang out with Vader next turn if there was going to be a next turn.
There's not going to be a next turn because the Jedi cheat!
Yep. So moral of the story here, Jedi are cheaters, and somehow I won that game? I don't really understand how, but
You got away
sure.
from me on points, and you controlled Vader very,
I
very
did
hard.
basically say Vader doesn't get to play in the second and third struggle, which felt very good.
I was really, really, really banking on getting an Inquisitor to be able to take down someone
Yep.
so that I could recover Vader and get that pin off. Reva failed to do it when I drew her first, and then I got 501st, and then Rex, and then got the third brother, who was not particularly, or fifth brother, who was not in a particularly good position to do it.
No, Fifth Brother's was in an awkward position for a lot of this game, unfortunately.
Additionally, he was not in a great spot because he was disarmed, and he was out of position, and he only had 2 health left. There was a world where if it wasn't like that, he could recover, force jump, take 2 damage, and just go to town on someone with a focus attack. But he couldn't.
Yeah, no. The end of that game had a lot of unfortunate things for you. The prio was really working in my favor as well. Mm-hmm. The prio worked out really nicely for me. Like you say, keeping Vader out of the fight was really effective.
Yes, he came out very, very strong in the first struggle, and then you learned from that, and you got him the heck out of there.
Yeah, no, I got him as far away from me as I could. I kept the pin on him as long as possible. I was really, really banking on pulling the 212th there to reapply that pin near the end. Like, if I pulled anyone else, I was reserving for it.
Yep.
And if I pull Kenobi, I'm allowed to reserve him while there's something in reserve, but I have to play that thing, so it gave me a lot of flexibility.
Yep. I think that something that really did work for you was not that you killed, because I came in and I started killing things.
Right.
I started taking things off the board. You teed a lot of my characters up.
Near the end of Struggle 2, half of your team was on like 2 health.
Yeah, and then you started to just take them down. Just one after the other, and then, you know, having Rex and the 501st and the third sister and the third sister very recently, but
and the fifth
Rex,
brother,
fifth brother, 501st not doing anything because they're wounded, and Vader not doing anything because he's on the other side of the board pinned, crying in a corner, meant that my entire board presence was Grand Inquisitor and Reva.
Yeah, and that was
Grand Inquisitor was here.
That was 100% the goal near the end of Struggle 2. I definitely had some activations where I was looking at it like, I could daze that model, or that model, or that model. None of them matter right now. This is Struggle 2. I lost Struggle 1. There is almost no reason I should lose Struggle 2. I don't need to finish these guys off. Let me hit more. Mm-hmm. Let me start punching Vader. Let me start punching other model. Mm-hmm. And that worked out. Like you say, going into Struggle 3, I was very easily able to say, well, that one's down, that one's down, that one's down. And just not deny activations, obviously, because you can't do that in this game, but deny Swarm.
If you're playing Django.
If you're playing Django, or select other things you can deny, like half an activation with, like, Deflect or something.
Yeah. But they did... Jedi, the cheaters that they are, they snuck up from behind, and they said, I've teed you all up, I'm gonna knock you all down.
Listen, alright? Obi-Wan, he cheated a bunch. I didn't use Luminara's ability once because I didn't have anyone in reserve this entire game.
No, I find that reserving someone is kind of situational as is.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I would have used it a lot more if I had pulled Obi-Wan sooner, especially in the first struggle. Because I usually like to reserve Obi-Wan the first time I pull him. It lets him jump and heal up and stuff. I mean, he doesn't usually need to heal, but, you know.
But it's good.
Lets him get up the board a little bit before his actual turn. But he ended up being, I think, my last pull, or my second last pull at Struggle 1. So he didn't have to do that, and that was a thing. But yeah, no, that was a fun game. I still don't entirely understand the fact that I pulled that back, because I thought this was your game for so long. But, I mean, I'll take it. So yeah, I think that is all we have to say for this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Lets us know you guys are liking the stuff that we're putting out. And yeah, that's about all I got for this one. So have a great day, everybody. Until next time, peace.